when we feel happy feelings, we just feel them. And we love it. We love to feel happy.
Yeah.
But when we are sad or angry or whatever negative emotions, Americans don't like to feel those.
Introduction to emotions and essential oils. Today on Hunt4Wellness. Hello and welcome back to episode number 2, Hunt4Wellness, our podcast where we're going to talk about our journey, your journey, everyone's journey for a better health and wellness lifestyle. But we talked, if you didn't know, in last episode, really this covers a lot of areas, right? Not only physical,
right,
mental, and spiritual. But today, we're going to focus on emotions.
Yep.
Why are we focusing on emotions today?
Because we're emotional beings.
We are, yes. And this will just be an introduction. I have a feeling, this is one of Christy's specialties. John and Christy Hunt, by the way. Hunt4Wellness, you get the name there. But Christy, one of your specialties in the essential oil business is dealing with people's emotions. So let's start at like a really basic level, kind of explain what that means.
Okay, well, 80% of our health problems have emotional roots. It could be higher, but the literature doesn't give us an exact number. Anyways, I was trying to figure out how can emotions help, or how can essential oils help our emotions? Yeah. And I read a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff was junk, I thought, until I came across a book, Feelings Buried Alive Never Die. And
intriguing title.
Yes, very good. Because when we feel happy feelings, we just feel them. And we love it. We love to feel happy.
Yeah.
But when we are sad or angry or whatever negative emotions, Americans don't like to feel those.
No. Do you ever, like, when you're talking to your kids, you say, get over it? Just, can you stop crying? Or will you just stop it?
Or you might think that.
Yeah, it doesn't really work, does it?
No, it doesn't at all. So what I found was essential oils can help your body let go of those feelings. Like when you know you're mad at someone and you know you need to forgive them, but you don't want to. And you've got this feeling inside like, I don't want to forgive. Yeah. But if you put on valor and then put on the oil of forgiveness, it helps your body release it so you can do the work of forgiveness.
Yeah. Now, some people might, there is an oil that's a forgiveness oil. It's a blend of oils, right?
Yeah.
What does it look like?
Oh, it's amazing.
Let's take a little.
It's a pink.
Mm-hmm. Do you
pinkish
forgive me?
Bottle. Yeah, I forgive you.
I don't know what for, but, I'm sure there's many things you could forgive me for.
Well, okay. So
no, don't start the list. No.
Do you remember that one time when we were looking up why aren't our prayers getting answered about this situation? Yes. And it said, well, if you don't forgive someone. Yeah. And we didn't think we had anyone to forgive.
Yeah.
So we decided, well, we'll just pray and see what God brings to our mind. So we started praying and asking God to show us who we needed to forgive.
Oh boy, yeah.
And it was like everyone.
Everyone, yes.
Pretty much like in our family and stuff. And just, it was all these little tiny things like, oh, they just said that, ouch.
Ouch, yeah.
Or, ooh.
And we went around in a circle and everyone forgave everybody else, right?
Well, that was,
That was a different time maybe than you're thinking.
Well, we do that quite a bit with our family so that we maintain good relationships.
Yeah. But it's interesting after doing something like that, how everyone kind of
lightens up.
It is really amazing. And so let's talk specifically, we'll get more into maybe deeper into some of these specific oils, but about how does the oil help trigger that kind of feeling?
Well, the oil works in the brain. The
Okay.
oils are super concentrated and help change the mood. Like smells help change your mood or your feeling. They work on the emotional part of the brain,
Yeah.
and the smelling them affects the brain.
Isn't it interesting too, like when, if you say, think about your grandma's house, right? And almost right away you can smell it, can't you?
Yeah, it has a smell.
So that's kind of does that tie into, I mean, a memory is kind of attached to emotion, isn't it?
Yeah, memories, smells, feelings.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the feelings that you had there. And then there's many biochemicals in essential oils, sesquiterpenes, which increase the oxygen level of the brain. So it just helps it to function better.
Yeah. Also, the essential oils, don't they like get into your system almost immediately?
Immediately. Yeah,
So it's
3
not like
seconds.
you smell them and then you like half hour later go, oh, I finally forgive you. No, it's like it's kind of immediate.
Yeah, I mean, it helps your body release that feeling, but you still have to do the forgiveness.
Yes.
You still have to do the work, but it helps you to do the work.
Right.
And so it's that limbic system part of the brain where a lot of our emotions are stored.
Okay.
So,
All right. So let's see. I know we don't want to get too far ahead of ourselves. So we're trying to introduce people to how emotions and essential oils work together, right? You did a lot of research on it. You found this book.
Yeah.
So what were some of the initial discoveries that, like, the light went off?
well, I started working on myself.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I felt like I needed to. I'm in a
And
very,
then you started working on me. No, it's
yep,
good.
I did.
It's good. Yeah.
The whole family.
Yeah. No, I specifically, just another story about dealing with one of our younger kids. I don't know how old she was at the time, but she was having a tantrum. And almost like over the edge. Nothing's going to work. And we literally almost kind of, held her down and like, here, just smell some of this. Just smell some of this just to even help settle her down. I mean, it was pretty amazing.
Well, I remember working with our youngest, and she was very upset, and I don't even remember what it was about, but I would just like open the oil and go start saying, hey, just say, I forgive mommy, I forgive daddy, and go through the family, and pretty soon she's laughing, which
giggling,
is an emotional release.
Yes. You referred to that emotional release earlier too. So that's kind of, describe kind of what's going on there if you can.
So your body is letting go of the emotion, but it also, you need to say words. Words help.
Yeah.
I guess it can be just a smell, but usually you say the words and forgive or release. I release this feeling.
Well, words are also very powerful.
Yes.
So you would believe that if in a release that you would also, it'd be very powerful in helping you release as well. Because also we found out this week that people hold on to things we say for many years.
Even things we don't remember we said.
I know, and that's going to be another episode. But
well, our thinking, our beliefs all affect us.
Yes.
And affect our bodies. And there's another book that says your body believes every word you say.
Yes.
So if you're telling yourself, I'm dumb or I can't do this, well, then your body's like, okay, she can't do that. So she won't. So she can't.
I bet out there right now, either listening or watching, there's someone saying, I need to find out more about this. And we're going to let you know that if you go over to hunt4wellness.com, that's HUNT4wellness.com, you can sign up for a free, just an introductory consultation. Okay, there's nothing for sale. It's just all about trying to learn and discover. And we found that talking about these things one-on-one, and even in that first meeting, which is relatively short, you can uncover a lot of things. And so if you would like that free complimentary session, just go over to hunt4wellness.com. You'll see right there how you can just get on the calendar. It's handled by either Zoom or phone. sometimes in person if that's is convenient. But we're working with people all over the country, so check that out. I think that's really kind of part of how we operate. Really,
Yes.
We can talk here on this show about a lot of our experiences, maybe some of the experiences that we've witnessed with others, and then But again, that one-on-one consultation is really how you can figure out more and take the next step in the journey.
Right. So, I mean, there's so much to it, but when I do a raindrop technique with somebody, I always offer an emotional release. And most people take me up on it. Some people are like, no, I'm fine.
Yeah, we went over the raindrop technique in episode 1. So if you go back and we also talk about how you did it on a dog, which is kind of interesting.
Very special.
But yeah, when you get into the raindrop technique, you want kind of to be loose and free, right? So that that emotional release is really a good thing to do.
Right. So the raindrop technique, 9 oils on the spine and the feet, followed with the heat pack at the end, really helps bring balance to the body, releases stress, very relaxing, like a massage with light massage techniques and VitaFlex technique. But I found that if we do an emotional release before the raindrop, then the whole experience is better.
Amplified.
It is amplified. So
that's kind of like I don't if we talked about this last time or not, but the oil Valor.
Yes.
Which I think we did touch on it, like
key.
For like if you go to a chiropractor and our daughter was just talking about one of the people that she works with.
Valor.
Chiropractor in a bottle, they call it. But one of her clients was putting it on and getting on an inversion table every day, and it really helps. It's probably similar to the emotional release. It's a physical assistant to a like chiropractic or whatever things that people would be doing to their body to help them get in alignment
and balance out.
Yeah.
Balance. So
nice.
Yeah, it is. That is the one oil. If you've got 0 oil, the first one you should get. And usually we get oils in kits.
Yeah.
And so the feelings kit is the one that
we have a right here. This is the
that we
feeling
recommend to really start dealing with your feelings. It's got Valor, like we showed you. It's got Harmony. And when I first got this kit, ooh, I love that.
Wish you could be here with us, but the
these
smells
oils.
are incredible. Yeah.
So it's got about 12 oils in it. One daughter used this bottle in a week. So I was not too happy because that was one of my favorite oils. Present time helps you to be present. It has a strong,
I love that smell
of neroli, which is, oh my goodness, helps you just be present.
Yeah.
And it's easy to be in the past or be thinking about the future, but we need to be in the present.
Yeah.
And then inner child helps us connect with our child.
Wonderful one.
Very orange in there. So good. Kids are real.
Yeah.
They're real with their feelings and emotions, and we need to be real too.
Right.
And be able to face them. Release is great over your liver because that's where we store like anger and frustration, and we need to let it go. So release.
So you literally take this one. You can inhale
Smell
it, right?
Yeah, or diffuse it.
Would you rub it on your outside over your liver?
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah. And then forgiveness. Seriously, I think we need forgiveness every day.
Yeah.
Yeah. What if we put it on every single day at night when we went to bed and just said, I forgive.
I bet you'd have a great
everybody.
night's sleep every
Yes.
night, wouldn't you? Yeah.
Yes.
That's great. Now, so people might be asking, well, how do I get that feelings kit? We're not pushing anything right now. What we'd like to do is have you go and do the individualized consultation first. In fact, that's what's different about like how we work with essential oils. And you can buy essential oils in gas stations and health food stores, but they're not the same. All these oils come from a specific company that has very high standards, but what gets layered on top of that is the educational expertise of you and your team.
Right.
There's classes, there's support groups, there's all kinds of things, and all that education piece is, guess what? Free.
Right.
So
Yeah, we're
We
here.
encourage people to, if they do want to end up buying some stuff like this, that they buy it through Hunt4Wellness.com, because when you do that, you're going to
Get the support.
you're going to get the support that goes
Yeah.
along with it, because you could just get this box of oils and not know what to do with it. So I think, the implementation is also key.
Yeah, very key.
Right.
And then just moving up a level with the emotions
We
is
like going to the next level.
Releasing Emotional Patterns with Essential Oils by Carolyn Main. And what a great book that is. I needed training on how to use this book. First time I got it, I'm like, I do not know what they are talking about. So I got some training on that. That's another thing I can share with people on how to use the book.
Well, I think people too sometimes just have they're still at that first step by oils and emotions. Sounds kind of a little woo-woo, but really, if you think about how our mind, body, spirit, it's all tied together.
Right.
And we know that, like when someone yells at us, we might get defensive and angry. We might withdraw. We might start getting stressed out and getting a headache. There's all kinds of things that are tied together. So really understanding how it all works together is pretty key.
Yeah. Well, like if you're driving down the street or the freeway and you almost get in an accident, but you didn't.
Yeah.
You didn't get in an accident. And suddenly your heart is racing.
Yes.
And your stomach feels sick and you're like shaking.
Yeah.
Because you almost died
Yeah.
or potentially could have died. Nothing physically happened to you.
Yes. You didn't-
That was all emotional.
Yeah.
Like if you were driving along and didn't see the truck that nearly killed you,
Yeah.
someone behind you saw it, but you didn't see it, you wouldn't have any of those feelings.
Yeah.
So the emotional affects the physical.
Yes. Absolutely.
In a big way.
It's really key.
Yeah.
Great. Well, this is some great stuff. We're going to wrap up this episode, but we will be covering this much more in episodes to come, because it is one of your specialties, and it's something that we've found just great success from. I bet there's probably even a success story from this week of somebody, who's had an emotional victory by using maybe not something in the feelings kit, but can you think of something?
Well, I just want to say, when I have done the emotional release process
Yes.
and prayed and released the negative feelings, I've actually felt my body snap. I mean, I felt it immediately change.
Yeah.
And anytime I work with people, myself, my family, friends, it helps.
Yeah.
It helps every single time. It's not like, oh, I guess it didn't work that time. No, it helps every single time. So releasing the negative feelings helps the body to heal. The body heals itself, but we can get rid of the negative and take on the positive.
Yeah.
And allow our bodies to heal.
That is a positive note to end on, I think, don't you?
Yeah.
All right. So once again, if you want the free introductory consultation, either by Skype, by phone, by Zoom, whatever works for you, just go over to Hunt4Wellness.com. That's HUNT, the number 4, wellness.com, and you can click on a calendar time and set it up automatically right there, and we'll connect with you. And most of the time it's you talking to people, and going through this process of, here is the situation I'm in right now. What's the next step? It may be emotional, it may be physical, it may be, something that will get you to your next step of wellness. But that's what we're on. We're on this journey together.
Yes.
And so you have to come back for our next episode of Hunt for